Jasper, first of all, what kind of effect will this pullout of U.S. troops have on the region?
Incursion of northeastern Syria. And the Kurds warned this weekend that if Turkey were to invade, they would fight back with everything they had. The Kurds said they would fight back all along the Syrian-Turkish border. And that means one might have Kurds rocketing southern Turkish towns or actually crossing into southern Turkey, nowhere near the planned incursion area. There are two other factors at risk here. One is that the Syrian Kurdish forces do hold a large number of IS prisoners, Islamic State fighters, whom they captured in their campaign against the Islamic State. The US backed the Syrian Kurds because they were so effective in fighting Islamic State. Now, previously, the Kurds have threatened to release those prisoners if their back was to the wall. What if they do release the IS prisoners after a Turkish incursion? Who would IS fight against? Would they fight against the Kurds as they had previously, or would they fight against the Turks? One doesn't know. A second factor at play here is, will America have time and the resources to withdraw all of its weapons that it has invested in northeastern Syria? Or will it just leave those weapons and the Kurds will take them over? In which case you might have NATO member Turkey having its soldiers killed by NATO weapons supplied by another NATO country. At the end of the day, one has to say that this border, northeastern Syria to southern Turkey, has been a quiet border. There hasn't been the cross-border violence that would seem to justify such an incursion.
Jasper, what about the timing here? Why has Donald Trump ordered this pullout now?
Well, this is a big surprise. The pullout is in line with Trump's pledge to withdraw all US troops from Syria last year. But that in itself was controversial. And Trump's decision to sell out the Kurds and withdraw US troops from Syria caused the US Defense Secretary, Jim Mattis, to resign. However, although today's announcement is in line with that withdrawal, it is not in line with recent moves by the US. After announcing of total withdrawal last year, Trump did not withdraw US troops. He kept them there. And recently, the US has been patrolling northeastern Syria in cooperation with Turkish troops. They've mounted joint helicopter patrols, ground patrols along the northeastern Syria. The US has in effect been forming a buffer zone between the Turks and the Kurds. Today's announcement means that buffer zone is going to be dismantled.
Jasper, thank you for that. France 24's Jasper Mortimer reporting from Ankara.